So this morning, more than 25 million Americans across the Northeast are under flood alerts after deadly and devastating flash flooding swept through New York. Just north of New York City, parts of the Hudson Valley saw a once-in-a-millennium levels of rain. This was the scene in Highland Falls, New York, where a woman was reportedly swept away by raging floodwaters and drowned while trying to evacuate from her home with her dog. Rescue teams using a boat to save this man who was stranded in his house. You can see the piles of trees and debris pushed up against the homes. Now, the storm dropped nearly 8 inches of rain at the U.S. Military Academy of West Point. Flooding so bad that people had to swim out of their cars after becoming stuck. And now the storm system is pushing north and bearing down on New England. Polo Sandoval is live in Rockland County, New York. And Polo, what's the situation there right now after a devastating night of rain?
Well, Phil, good morning to you. You'll find New York State authorities really scattered throughout the region right now as they respond to this sort of post-devastation mode. In fact, this is as far as we can take you. We have seen drivers detoured here just off the Palisades Interstate Parkway all morning. If you've driven it, you know it's a very busy corridor, especially on a Monday morning. You mentioned just a little while ago one of the hardest hit areas just north of here where floodwaters proved deadly last night.
Look at the people's doors! Oh my God!
Historic flooding slamming southeastern New York on Sunday.
It is up to my knees! I know!
Orange County officials say at least one woman died after she was swept away in floodwaters in the town of Highlands.
We have an emergency situation here in southern Orange County, in particular the Highland Falls area.
A state of emergency was declared in Ontario and Orange County Sunday by New York Governor Kathy Hochul. In Orange County, Hochul and the Orange County executive said it was due to, quote, life-threatening flooding and power outages to more than 12,000 homes.
Throughout the county, we have flooding situations and emergency calls. If you do not need to be on the road, stay off the road.
At West Point, intense rain recorded there totaled more than 7.5 inches in 6 hours, according to preliminary data from NOAA. A CNN analysis of NOAA's historical rainfall frequency data indicates this would be a 1 in a 1,000-year rainfall event. Also in Orange County, the city of Cornwall issued a no-travel advisory due to numerous flooded roadways, stranded vehicles, water rescues, mudslides, downed trees, and debris. In Rockland County, flooding stranded vehicles, police say they've been assisting local fire departments and EMS, helping to get stranded motorists to safety. New York State Police urging people to avoid the Palisades Interstate Parkway due to heavy flooding and washouts. And it's not just New York State feeling the brunt of it. On Sunday, Vermont Governor Phil Scott declared a state of emergency. Friday, heavy rain washed out a portion of Route 4 in Killington.
And back here in the Hudson Valley, a slight break in the clouds, which will undoubtedly provide at least some relief for folks here in the region. But the threat far from over, Phil, with still about 25 million Americans under some sort of flood-related alert, or at least a flood-related threat. Still a moderate risk for excessive rain in the Northeast through Tuesday, Phil.
All right, Polo Sandoval live for us in Rockland County. Keep us posted. Thank you.
And CNN meteorologist Derek Van Dam joins us now. So, Derek, how much more rain are we expecting? You just look at those poor folks and all that they're going through.
Yeah, another 6 inches is possible, so that could top some of our totals over a foot. And we've seen this excessive water already turning some roadways into literal rivers. And there's a reason the National Weather Service has this slogan, turn around, don't drown, because 6 inches can actually stall a vehicle. 12 inches of water can float a lot of vehicles, but 24 inches of rushing water can actually sweep away a full SUV. Just take a look at some of these images coming out of Ontario County, for instance. This is upstate New York. I mean, there is a perfect reason why we talk about turn around, don't drown, because that car has been completely stalled out by the water. Now, West Point talking about that near 1 in 1,000 year event still needs to be confirmed, but that's nearly 8 inches of rain in less than 24 hours. There's other locations with equally as impressive rainfall totals. We're focusing in on northern Vermont and upstate New York. That's where we have our flood warnings in place. There's a radar really lighting up like a Christmas tree this morning. Pam,
Yeah,
Phil.
tell me about it. Derek Van Dam, thanks so much.